Hi friends, it's Tim Schrock at Design Build Solutions. I'm super excited. I have mentioned this in a previous video that Chief Architect X18 now allows us to fill by layer. And there's a very specific use case that I want to show you in drawing over or sketching over somebody else's plans. For instance, I have this PDF that I am tracing the walls so that we can drop in cabinetry into the rooms. And the purpose of this plan is so that I can make detailed cabinet plans. So I'm drawing the walls over the PDF plans, but it's hard to tell, have I created a wall here or not? So I wanted to do a fill on this on these walls that at first in previous versions I would have changed the fill of each wall type and for my existing walls, and then changed it back for once I was done. But I can set up my template now so that my existing wall types, I have in my template an as-built layer set, as-built saved plan view, and as-built default set. Okay, so what I did was I go into each of my as-built type walls, and in my wall types I can define that stud fill to use layer. The pattern fill for this layer will be use layer, right? And when I go do that in all of my existing wall types, generally it's no pattern for my existing ones. That's the way I've set it up. I'm going to go back to use layer. I'm going to switch it to use layer for each of these existing wall types. Now, this one, I want to go back to exciting existing 6, and let's do this for all of my wall types. Don't I have a dead? I thought there was a no. Okay, so we're gonna go through and just make sure all of my existing wall types are that fill called use layer, right? Once I've done that, then I can go to my, let's zoom in on this over here. My wall's normal layer has a fill control. So I can click on that, or I can come down to the bottom here and select my fill control by clicking on this define button. Now I'm going to go to solid, and I can select any color I want and give it any transparency I want. I could make it fully transparent or somewhat somewhat opaque, right? Watch this. They're all now filled, and I can see that I have traced all of the walls where they need to be. The beautiful thing about this is I can set up my template. I don't have to go back to each wall type and change them again, because when I change to a different layer set, well, I have some more work to do, right? But in this layer set, then I need to go to my fill here and make them no pattern for that layer set. But look, they're done, all of them. 2 clicks. Click on the wall layer set. What I probably need to be doing then is going I'm going to select the wall. Okay, I'm going to modify all plans, and go to walls normal, fill is none, no pattern. Now that modified all the layer sets, right? So then I'm going to go back to my as-built set that I do want to be filled. And without modify all layer sets, with this unchecked, I can change this to single color to the fill that I want. Okay, so now that I've done this, I need to update my template so that I have that control. But now, again, I can go back to working. Let's turn off the PDF. I don't need the PDF for my working set. I can go to my CD plan 2, CD plan 3, CD plan. Go to my framing plans, electrical plan, all of these. As built is the only one that has the highlighted version, so I can trace. Fantastic use for this new fill by layer. I love it. I hope you do too. If you like this information, would you give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And if this is valuable to you, would you consider a small donation at paypal.me/designbuildsolutions. Thanks so much. Until next time, take care. Hey, keep the comments coming for tips and new features in X18 that you like.